Hello everybody and welcome to week 14 here in the Arc Music MrGh0stman Xfinity Series here in Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Second to last race of the season here tonight. Fourth race of the chase. Yours truly leads the points going into tonight's race. But the battle for the rest of the grid still battles on. Keep an eye on that all night. But tonight we're at Dover Motor Speedway. This is one of my favorite tracks. High speed, but it's only a mile in length. Kind of like a big Bristol. It's super fun, especially in these cars. They don't have a lot of grip, but they still manage to rip around this place with just mechanical grip. Blake Giglio, top of the board in practice. Hayden Lowell, Casey Graves, second and third. And Travis Martin and Bradley Wilson, fourth and fifth in practice. Those five all in the chase. And the other chase drivers in this race, Cliff Mullins and Ian Montrose, down in 11th and 14th in practice. Qualifying about to get underway. We'll see what kind of qualifying pace these guys have. Hayden pulling it into victory lane early. I feel like that's a bad omen right there. Jay Munch gonna pull it in there as well. Uh-huh. See if I can turn on driver chat for tonight's race. It never likes to work, so not sure if it will, but alright, qualifying about to get underway. Got on track first. I think it's going to be Zach Spicegood in the Prime 24. Track temperature currently at 115. 2-mile-an-hour wind, so basically nothing. Clear skies, so nothing to worry about with weather. It says Dover International, but it is actually called Dover Motor Speedway now. SMI bought it. A mile in length, like I said, 15 cars out here tonight. Zach Spicegood, first car to get a lap time in, 24:01. Will remain on top of the board. Now Bradley Wilson going to take over the #1 spot. So weird seeing Bradley in a Camaro. That's a good looking paint scheme. I love it. And his second lap off turn 4. 23:78, even better. Lowell to complete lap 1 here. He's going to set himself up for lap 2 as he goes high in 3 and 4. Casey Graves, Hayden Lowell, and Bradley Wilson all are technically within striking distance of running down the leader in points, but it's going to be a long shot. Hayden off 4. 23:76, top of the board for the 56 machine. Jeff Price, lap 2, 41:31. Definitely not going to improve on that one. I don't know if that time was accurate. Blake Giglio heading out on track. Right on board with Blake for his laps here. Blake got the wall right there. That's gonna ruin lap number 2. So he's gonna start from, looks like 10th place, qualifying, 55 seconds left. Not sure, I'm sure he was tracking top 3 right there before he got the wall, but Monster Mile got the best of him. Alright, that gonna do it for qualifying. Get a word with our pole sitter here. Hey, that's Lucas. You got me? Nope. Well, man, starting up front tonight. How do you feel about your chances? Absolutely. Good luck to you. It is indeed. As I move myself down to low drag instead of Hayden. Smart guy here. Alright. Hey! Alright. Alright, let's go over our grid really quick. Starting on the pole position tonight, Hayden Lowell in the 56. Starting on his outside, Bradley Wilson in the 51. Starting in third tonight, Travis Martin in the 63. Starting in fourth, Casey Graves in the 4. Starting fifth tonight, Ian Monstros in the number 1. Ryan File going to be starting 6th in that third row. Cliff Mullins going to be starting in 7th. Dex Weiss going to be starting outside in 8th. Jeff Price going to be starting 9th tonight. Blake Giglio starting outside in the 5th row. Daniel Llewellyn starting in 11th. Nick Cooper starting in 12th. Joe Munchell starting 13th. And Dave Poitsma starting 14th. Car number 15, Jeremy Shearer starting 15th. Just forgot Jeremy there. Should be going green this time by, I would think. Pace car is off. Off before they go. Green flag in the air here at Dover Motor Speedway. Hayden Lowell going to lead lap number 1. Followed closely by Bradley Wilson and Travis Martin in 2nd and 3rd. Blake Giglio makes the pass already. You go up 1 spot from the start of the race up to 9th. Everybody is single file already. Dover definitely does not offer much opportunity for passing. Checking on our weather one more time. Track's up to 116, so the tire wear definitely going to play a factor tonight. However, this track not known for going very green, although right now it's looking good for that. Travis Martin sits the fastest lap of the race in 3rd place. Travis comfortably in 3rd right now. Biding his time. Saving a little bit of tire. There is 5 laps complete of 130. Oh, you couldn't hear him. That's just phenomenal. Gosh, I love Discord sometimes. My goodness. Travis Martin gets by Bradley Wilson as I'm frustrated over Discord. Now he's looking to the inside of Hayden. Look to the inside off 4. Not quite there yet. Trying to put that MrGh0stman 63 to the lead. Side by side for 3rd, Bradley Wilson and Montrose. Bradley Wilson going to hold on to that spot for the moment. Ian's still there. Ian kind of rides up the hill into the 51 right there, and he will take over 3rd off of turn 2. Side by side there for 10th. Kenny Well and Jeff Price. Jeff gets really tight in turn 4, has to concede the spot. Travis Martin still all over the back bumper of that 56. Blake Giglio still in 9th right now. So made up 1 spot on the initial start of the race. Hasn't moved since. Travis Martin gets around the 56 for the lead. So he's going to lead lap 11. That's his first lap led of the race. This whole field is just under a blanket right now. 15th, last place right there. Only about 3 seconds off the leader. But this top 9 all are within a 1.5 seconds of each other. Except for Travis Martin, who is starting to pull a gap on Hayden Lowell. Up to almost half a second over the 56 now. The one car going to make the move to the inside. Not quite. I think he just got tight off turn 2. Max Weisgood going to move up the track. Like Giglio's going to go by on the front straightaway. Like up to 8th now. Like gets the wall right there. Serious contact. Got into it a little bit. Oh, down to the 50 got the wall. 50 is your highest running non-chase driver. All the chase drivers, 7 of the top 8. Travis Martin, still a pretty good lead over the 56. Those guys I saw saving tires for a while. I expect to see them start making their way back up through the field any moment now. Guys like Bradley Wilson, Blake Giglio, obviously, I think he kind of sat back a little bit. Casey Graves, he's just been kind of riding in line, saving tire. Guys like Ian Montrose, Travis Martin. Those guys, they push pretty hard to start the run. And if there's not too much fall off, I think they'll be just fine. But if there is, this is about when it's going to start turning the other way. Ryan File seems to be dropping back a little bit. Cliff Mullins is all over the back bumper of that 50. Giglio to the inside of Cliff Mullins. Oh, contact! That was sketchy. Looks like Jeremy Shearer going to get around Dave Weitzman for 14th. Now, battle here for the 3rd spot. Bradley Wilson and Casey Graves going to make the move to the inside of the one of Ian Montrose. Like I said, Ian kind of burned his tires off a little early, I think. And those cars that save tires are going to go around him. I could see that being as far as Ian falls back. Maybe one more spot to Giglio, who was also saving, but Ian is sitting right where he started this race, so didn't lose anything really from pushing those tires a little harder. As the gap has stopped growing between 1st and 2nd. Gap isn't really closing, but it's definitely not growing anymore. I expect this to be a 2-stop race, if I had to guess. Maybe about 40 to 50 laps of fuel. That's just a random number I can think of. It could be closer to 40, which would mean it's a 3-stop. Well, we will see how this turns out. This first pit stop's going to tell the story, how far they can make it. Go to the inside of Ian Montrose for the 5th spot. And Blake going to take that spot. Battle back there. Cliff Mullins and Nick Cooper. Mullins dropping like a rock right now. I say that. Picks it back up again. Everybody in the top 5 separated by about a half a second each, so Field has really spread out now. Travis doing a great job holding onto that lead. Would have expected him to start really falling back to that 56 and 51 by now, but he's holding that gap right there. Giglio to the inside of Graves for 4th. He's going to take it, so Blake Giglio from 10th to 4th in 28 laps. I don't think his march to the front is over. He's running significantly faster lap times than the 3 cars in front of him. Take a look at last laps on the tower. Leader 25.56, now a 25.63. 25.58 for Hayden Lowell. 25.37 for both Wilson and Giglio. So those two are flying right now. But it all depends on how much farther they can make it on gas. Doesn't matter too much that those cars are faster right now if they got a pit in 5 to 10 laps. Wilson runs even slower than the top 2 that time, so I think Dirty Air is really playing into this. They get about a half a second from the car in front, and the Dirty Air just pushes them back again. So this might be one of those things where you see Bradley, he's thinking the same thing I am. He moves up a lane, he's trying to get out of the wake of the car in front, and the caution is out. Jeff Price involved in this one, turn 3. And we'll have to ask somebody for fuel mileage now because we won't be able to know. Right at 100 laps to go in the race, we get the first caution. See if we can back it up, see how this started. Jeff Price to get a little contact in front of him. 23 gets in the wall, comes down into the 19 car, and oh, hard contact for the 19 into the outside wall. Will be the first caution of the race. Let's take one more look at it from the backstretch. 23 gets the wall right there and then just pulls it down. Now, maybe a little bit of net code, but I think they would have hit either way. Bad place to get turned out to the outside wall right there, right into the barrier. Everybody's coming down pit road. Travis Martin was the leader coming into pit road, but he will not be the leader coming off of pit road. Hayden Lowell wins the race off pit road, followed by Bradley Wilson, Blake Giglio, and then Travis Martin. And then Casey Graves, your top 5 off pit road. So Travis Martin loses 3 spots just on pit road there. This is a Carson Hocevar moment. You're doing everything you can. You're making good lap times and your pit crew just fails you. I think he might have slipped through his box. But we're not going to go back and look at it. I don't think he would want us to. Alright, so Hayden's the leader. Let's go talk to him since, you know, Discord wanted to play games with me and we couldn't hear him on his pre-race interview. Hayden, it's Lucas. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, Discord just didn't like me and couldn't hear you during the first interview. So, how are you feeling right now? Back to the lead on lap 33.
No, actually, I think about it. I feel very, very bad. Blake is very fast, especially on these longer runs. Blake is very fast. Terrified at the moment, but got some laps led, so that's cool. Fighting Casey for second in the standings, so that could be fun. But I think Blake very clearly has the car to beat tonight.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to hear. Do your best to keep him out of victory lane for me, please.
Drastic situations call for drastic measures.
That's what I like to hear. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, coming back to the green. Pace car's off. Green flag back in the air. Good restart for Hayden Lowell. Gonna get way out there. Bradley Wilson clears into second. Giglio third. Travis Martin fourth. Now Cliff Mullins to the outside of Casey Graves for fifth. Not gonna get it done on the backstretch. Casey gonna slide up in front, reclaim the fifth spot. Hayden Lowell, fastest lap of the race, 24:25. The track temp is. Track temp's actually gone up since the green flag, initial green flag, so fastest lap. That was really fast considering the track temp's gone up. Got two different leaders so far, the Hayden Lowell and Travis Martin. One caution. We're sitting right now on lap 37. I forgot to ask Hayden what the fuel mileage is looking like, so let's see if we spread out a little bit. I can ask somebody else. See what the fuel tank size is looking like tonight. Ryan Files, Zach Spicegood, battle for 10th. Ryan had to get way out of it right there. He's going to fall all the way back to 12th. Back to single file throughout the field. Oh, we got fuel saving right here for the 50. Sorry, for the 1. So that leads me to believe my theory about around 45 to 50 laps on gas is correct. And he's full clutching that 1 car. Let's take a look around the field, see who else we can hear clutching those race cars. 51 is not. 16 isn't. Top 5 are not clutching. Seems to be only the 1. Interesting. That's a big clutch right there. He's pushing. Huh. Well, there's a big gap between the top 3. About a second apart each. I don't know if that's just due to tire saving or fuel saving. Giglio's kind of a choke point in this field right here. Hey, Blake, can you hear me?
How's it going?
Hey, real quick, how many laps of gas can you make?
51.5.
Thank you. Okay, so 51-ish. Blake said exactly 51 and a half on a tank, so that's what we're looking at. They pit 14 laps ago, which means they are right on the number to do one more stop in this race. That's why I think you heard the one of Ian Montrose doing a little fuel saving. Now Blake, I think we checked in already, and he's not clutching. So he's getting 51.5 just driving normally. So we'll see. I don't think anybody's gonna not make it on gas. I think it's more just to be safe. But considering they're gonna have to go 50 laps on this run, that completely explains why the 51 and 16 are sitting back saving tire. File was side by side with the 23. No, he is not. Not too much going on right now. I think we'll have a lot more going on once these second and third cars start pushing hard. Strategy for Hayden was just to drive out as far as he could and hold on to that later on in the run. I don't hate it. There are a lot of people scraping the wall here. A lot of people like to say Darlington gives stripes, but Dover do a lot of stripes too. Those corners, that wall can just reach out and grab you. Jeff Price, Jeremy Sherritt battle for the 13th spot right here. As the 50 also trying to get around the 23. Does complete that pass. Up ahead, the Cooper going to get around Zach Swicegood, it looks like. Nick gets around Nick Cooper. Nick gets around Nick. Okay, that's... Nick gets around Ian Montrose. Moves himself up to 8th. Top 4, half second apart from each other each. Giglio and Wilson closed in slightly on the 56. Holds the 63, but just as we saw last run, they're all about a half second off of each other, I think just due to that dirty air. '50, you can see, tried to make a move on the 19 of Jeff Price. Or that was Jeff getting around him, I don't know who was where before. 14 cars on track, and I can't keep track where people are. Locking going on right there. 19 already used his fast repair from the caution and got turned by the 23. Only driver to use a fast repair so far. As we have 8 laps to go in the stage. Those stage points are going to be really important. Second and third definitely closing in on the leader. Travis Martin ever so slightly closing in as well. He's down to 1.4 back from the 56. The 51, he's really closed it up. Only 3/10 back from that 56 car now. I think it's only a matter of time for that leader before those two get to him. About 20 laps left in this run. But we are now 3 to go in the stage. And those two pass him for those stage points. Giglio going to try to make a move on the 51. Every point matters. This top 3, 2 of them are in the top 3 in points. Top 4, sorry. Bradley Wilson, Hayden Lowell, they're in the battle for the 3rd spot in the standings. Casey Graves came into this race in 2nd in points. As it stands right now, I think Hayden, white flag on the stage. I think if he wins this stage, he would take over 2nd in points. I think they would tie in points, actually. So. Hayden Lowell wins the stage. Sorry, I don't have a fancy graphic for it, but your top 10, I don't think anybody's made a pass since we crossed the line, so your top 10, now it's changed. Hayden Lowell wins your stage in this race. Bradley Wilson 2nd, Giglio 3rd, Travis Martin 4th, Casey Graves 5th, Nick Cooper 6th, Cliff Mullins 7th, Joel Munchell 8th, Dex Boyskid 9th, and Ian Montrose 10th. 10 points to the leader, 1 point to 10th. Looks to the inside of the 51 again. Nothing doing there. Got about 13 laps left-ish until they have to pit for fuel. I think whoever can pit the latest is going to be sitting the best after the cycle's out. So it looks like it's been pretty hard to pass. It took that 16 a while to get around Bradley. But Blake does find himself in the second spot now. Going to be able to run down the 56 if he can. All depends how much tire he has left after battling with the 51 Bradley Wilson. Leo all over the back bumper of that 56. He's there. Nobody can pull a short pit or anything because it's going to be very tight on fuel, so they're all going to be pitting within a few laps of each other. Whoever can make it the farthest on gas in this top four. And the caution is out. Throw that out the window. This one's going to involve the 24, 19, and 1, I think. So let's back it up. The 24's X twice good. It's tight off before 1 gets into him. 19 gets involved as well. That'll put us under our second caution of the night. You're going to see everybody come down pit road here. The thing about this one is they're going to be short on gas, I think, right on the edge of the fuel window, so it's going to be interesting to see what these guys do. If they try to go one stop, split it in half, or if they try to save gas and make it to the end without stopping again. Put some strategy into this race. Ooh, Hayden slid through his box. Gonna cost him some time. And Giglio is going to win the race off pit road, followed by Bradley Wilson, then Hayden Lowell, then Travis Martin and Casey Graves, Nick Cooper, Cliff Mullins, Ryan File, Jeremy Scher, and Daniel Llewellyn. Blake gonna come down to top off on gas. So that sums it up right there. Blake's gonna, and a lot of cars. Blake, Bradley, Hayden, and Travis all think they can make it without stopping again. Daniel also coming down. Everybody else stays out. Top 5 are gonna try to two-stop it, or they think they can make it without topping off here. I think the track position is going to be really helpful for those like Casey Graves, Nick Cooper, I mean everybody right here. I think gaining 4 or 5 spots is definitely worth staying out, losing a little bit of gas. Pace car is off. Casey Graves gets on it early. Green flag back in the air. Alright, so we're going to go green with 54 laps to go in the race. That means they're going to have to save 4 or 5 laps on top of what they could make on fuel mileage. It's a tall order. And those sitting back in draft are going to be much better off than those up front, like the 4 Casey Graves. He's probably in the worst spot on fuel right now, being the leader and not topping off. Right on board, see how much he's saving. He's clutching for sure. I think everybody in this field is. If you listen to the entry camera, only a few engines are running as they go through turn 3. I think I heard about 4 cars actually running their motor right there. This has turned into a fuel mileage race. Who could make it and who can't? Last night, the ARCA series, we saw Blake Giglio win on fuel mileage. Can he do it again? 2 nights in a row. That would be pretty impressive, I would have to say. I think Blake falling pretty far off. I think what he's doing right here is he's going to really super save at the start of this run. Get extra gas on these guys, which will allow him to drive harder toward the end of the run. I hear a few people not clutching at all. I think the 15 is not. I think the 50 also is not. Oh, the 50 is now. I definitely heard the motor shut off that time. But they're going to have to save a lot of gas here. And it's all about who can time it the best. Almost like the Fast and Furious movies when the guys would use their nitrous at weird times and be, you know, say their famous line, "Too soon, Junior." Some of these guys are going to use too much of the gas too early trying to hold on to this track position. And toward the end of the run, the people that saved extra gas and kind of rode in line will be better off toward the end, have more gas to use. At this point, I think everybody has committed to not pitting again. So it's all going to fall on who can save the most gas in the next 45 laps. Wilson gets around Ryan File for the 3rd spot. Oh, 50 got the wall right there. At 15, I don't think it's saving too much. He's the only motor I can hear running going into turn 1. Yeah, all electric cars up until the 15. Go on our turn 1 camera. Completely silent amongst the top 5. Leo gets around share for 6th. They're still fuel saving heavily. Cliff Mullins is falling way back from the top 3. About 2 seconds off the leader now. Trying to file close behind. Same with Blake Giglio and Jeremy Scherer. Another 1 second gap back to Travis Martin and Hayden Lowell. Hayden, I think, on that strategy is saving a lot right now and then going to be fast later on, although he's fallen 4 seconds back now. I don't know if he's going to be able to make all of that up. I don't hear him clutching. Unless he's already saved enough. Well, we'll see. If he thinks he can make it no matter what now, he's got about 4 seconds to make up in 37 laps. So if he goes a tenth a lap from here on out, up to the leader, he'll make it there. And Zach Swicegood cracks the wall right there off turn 4. Saw some pieces fly off. Daniel Llewellyn holding on to the top 10 right now. He might be saving gas as well. Casey Graves has led this entire run since the drop of the green. And I think that's been, 21 laps since everybody came down pit road. Hayden Lowell has definitely led the most laps in this race at 53 laps, so he should get those bonus points unless somebody else manages to get to... I don't think it's mathematically possible for anybody to pass him in laps led, so there you go. Oh, if Casey leads every lap from here on out, he could pass Hayden. Bradley Wilson close to the rear bumper of that 4. Hayden Lowell gets around Jeremy Scherer for the 8th spot. Leo about 2.2 seconds back from your leader. He saved a lot of gas to start this run, and in the process, I'm sure saved a lot of tire as well. 31 laps to go at the line. A lot of clutching going on. Lap times really aren't far off from their normal race pace at all. There's a lot of lifting already at this track, so that time you would normally just be lifting off the gas. You can clutch it in and save a lot of fuel in the meantime. So you end up not losing too much on pace. Around Travis Martin up into the 7th spot. Blake Giglio fastest on track right now. He's reeled the leaders down to 1.4 seconds already. He is coming, and he's coming fast. How did nobody see this coming? Everybody drove out to a big lead. And you thought it was just a coincidence Blake Giglio was sitting back? Come on, guys. Leaders. Really close right there between 51 and the 29. Hey, Lowell gets around Ryan File. He's up into 6th. No, not quite. He's in a mess right here. He's just bottled in. And the 50 cracks the wall. Caution's out. He's going to collect the 63 in this. 50 just overdrove it, trying to stay to the outside of the 56 and put it right in the wall off turn 4. The thing I was talking about earlier, that wall can reach out and grab you if you're not careful. Go, 50 just gets the wall, 63. Travis actually got away pretty lucky in this one. Made minimal contact with the 50, and I think his car is going to be okay. Alright, everybody going to come down pit road for tires and fuel here. No more fuel mileage race. No more tire saving. It's just going to be flat out from here on out. And it's going to be tough to pass. Casey Graves leading him down pit road. As Casey has played this, you know, I said, come on guys, why'd you let Blake do this? But Blake fell into the trap of thinking we were going to go green, as many of us have before. And it has not gone green. And it's not gone green in the perfect spot to where his tire saving and fuel saving did not matter. So Blake going to come off, not with great track position here. Sure, he hoped we went green there. Casey Graves, it's close. Bradley Wilson wins the race off pit road by just that much. And he will take over the lead. First time he's going to be in the lead tonight. Hayden Lowell, once the leader of the first half of this race pretty much, our stage winner. He's back in 6th right now. His tire and fuel saving did not work out for him either. Casey just a little bit slower into his box, I think, and that's the time he gave up on the 51. Two laps to go in this race. Like I said, no tire saving going to be going on here now. 22 laps. Tires are not going to come in. They're not going to go away. You just got to drive it hard as much as you can. Stay in front. You're going to see a lot of cars mowing down that outside wall as they try to push it on edge here. What's going on with the one car back there? Catching the field now. Got a let's go Cliff and chat. Pace car's off. Green flag in the air. 51 gets on it right as the pace car comes off. Nick Cooper, good restart there. He should clear into second, and he does. Giglio fourth. Hayden Lowell on the outside of Cliff Mullins trying to take away fifth. And he will. So Cliff Mullins going to drop back to sixth on that restart. Inside lane, just not the preferred spot you want to be in at this track. You're trying to make a pass. Hayden gets loose. He's trying to save it. Cliff as well. Cliff sliding down the front straightaway, and they both save it. Unbelievable. Cliff was... I thought he was gone. Hayden, I thought for a moment he was gone as well, but somehow they both got it back straight. Let's ride on board with the 37 here. You see 56 get loose in front of him, and he's going to get loose at the same time. And somehow, oh man, masterful save from the 37 right there. Cliff, I think he's just showing off. Travis Martin sets the fastest lap of the race, 23.893. But he's all the way back there, and he's up at, actually up to fifth now. So with those two spinning in front of him, he's managed to get inside the top five without even having to make a pass. And he led the first 20 or so laps of this race. I think he can get back up there now too if things fall his way. Bradley Wilson, oh, he's going to make that fastest lap. 8.62. That's from the lead as well. Both those cars had clean air when they did that. You can see these guys moving all around trying to grab clean air. 4 goes way up the racetrack trying to get around the 16. 16 has made the pass. He's got 2 more cars to go. 17 laps to go in this race. Hayden Lowell into the inside of Jeremy Sheriff. Oh, Travis Martin got the outside wall. That's what I was talking about. These guys putting it on edge, pushing these tires to their absolute limit. You're going to find them overdoing it at some points and getting in the outside wall. It's just part of it here at Dover. Right there, 15 got it as well. Wilson starting to drive away from Nick Cooper. Nick moving up the racetrack right there. Leo really closes up on entry right there. Trying desperately to find a way around that 29. I think he's faster at the moment, but not much he can do. Just going to have to try to set him up one of these times. Hope the 29 makes a mistake. Oh, Hayden sideways on the front straightaway. I think something happened right there. As Giglio gets by Nick Cooper as we're talking about that. A lot of things going on right here. Not sure how the 56 got that heavy front end damage, but that left front got a lot right there. And the only way you can get left front damage is somebody putting you in it, so. Aiden losing speed now, that damage is hurting him bad. Giglio up to second. Coming to 10 laps to go right here. Can Bradley Wilson hold him off for 10 laps? All over the back bumper, that 51 of Bradley Wilson. Looks to the inside right here. Bradley got tight. Blake's going to have a good run through turn 2. That might be all she wrote. Bradley's got to have a good corner here. And he did not. Blake Giglio to the lead. Coming to 7 laps to go. There must be oil. There must be oil on the track, right, guys? I think I see debris in turn 1. Oh, 51, 29, and 4 all had problems in turn 4 right there. I think they all got the wall. That's going to send Bradley Wilson back to 4th. So in about 4 laps, he goes from leading to 4th place. I said tires wouldn't matter, but I think the 51 might have overheated him a little bit. 29, oh man. Casey Graves got a chance of getting 2nd here. Caught the apron on entry. Casey looks to the inside again. Nick got tight. He's going to let the 4 go. That's Travis Martin. He's trying to fight back. Oh, he got in the 51 a little bit. Apologize over the radio. 51. All out of control. That car, those tires are dead. He's just trying to hang on to this 4th place right here. Take it to the checker. Cole hasn't been able to do much with that damage. Stuck in 8th right now. Coming to the white flag. Blake Giglio with a 2-second lead off turn 4. He'll take the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Dover. Off turn 2 for the final time. And down through 3 and 4. Blake Giglio off of turn 4, going to take home the win here at Dover in the Xfinity Series. Casey Graves 2nd, Nick Cooper 3rd, Bradley Wilson 4th, and Travis Martin your top 5. Hey, Blake, it's Lucas.
How's it going?
Hey, man. Well, you took home the win, fresh off taking the checkered. How we feeling? Burn it down.
We're feeling good. I felt like I kept getting screwed tonight with the yellows. Every time I'd save my tires and get ready to go for the lead, the yellow would come out. And I was starting to get a little heated. And I had enough fuel in that last one. The yellow came out. And I just saved my tires again and said, it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I didn't realize tires were going to play that much of a role. What was it, 10 to go? I caught them. And I was really surprised. I thought it was going to be, everyone was equal to the end there. But we got it, pulled out to a 2-8 lead, and never looked back. So glad we were able to get one.
Yeah, I was feeling really giddy. It seemed like the world was against you in this race, but against all odds, you still managed to save tires on a 21-lap run somehow.
That's what I was saying. I don't even know how I did that. Like we were laughing. I'm like, I don't even mean to save tires. And I
and you just.
All right, can this 23 car?
Oh, he's not letting you get to victory lane, man.
How do I don't even want to get there. Yeah, he does shit.
No, you can there. You can say that. Don't worry. Say it again.
He's a shitter.
Thank you. There you go. Say it louder. It's on pit road. Like halfway down pit road. Little gap in the wall.
I got no tires left. Please hold.
All right. Well, on the way there, you want to shout out your sponsors for the win?
Nope. I gotta wait till I get there. Is it right here?
Okay. It's got a big victory lane sign. Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Yeah, right here. How do I get? Hold on. I've never done that. Oh, my wheel's coming off the stand. Hold on. How do I get it? Please hold, everyone.
There you go.
CTC Racing
That's
Network. Hold on.
Oh. Okay. Yep. All right.
How do I can I line it up? Or hold on.
Oh wait. Oh, if only you knew what this was doing to our viewpoint right now.
Hold on. Please hold, everyone.
What are you doing?
Trying to get her crooked in here.
Why?
There we go. Making progress. Hold on, I gotta get out of the car now. Hold on, CTC Racing Network. Give me a minute.
Oh my. Oh.
There we go. Now we gotta go like this.
We had an issue of our own. Okay. I don't.
All right, there we go. We're getting out of the car.
I'm not sure what this was supposed to be, but yeah. Hop out of the car. Shout out your sponsors.
Yeah, shout out to Case for making this absolute beauty of a hot rod. Second race of this thing, we got to win. You really can see yourself in that chrome, you know. So that was good. CTC Racing, MrGh0stman, online performance, you for broadcast tonight, not racing. That was really good. Glad you weren't out there tonight.
Yeah, I bet you were.
But I just one of those racing deals where you're able to get a win, and I feel like I got one stole from me there in that dirt race. So I'm glad we were able to get one.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about that anymore.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to anymore.
Good job on the win.
There you
go. Okay. All right, let's get see if we can talk to old Casey McGraves here. Hey, Casey, it's Lucas. Got me.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, taking home second tonight. You're able to get around those guys. Managed to get back to a second, but you were leading. How was your night overall, though?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have about a fifth place car up until that yellow right there, and I'm like, oh, I could have pitted again, but I knew the track position was gonna be more important. I was pretty confident I could save the fuel and make it to the end, so I'm like, I'll stay out. Yeah, I was gonna be good, and the yellow come out, but also I knew the track position was gonna be important in case the yellow came out. And it definitely helped. And, just able to save enough tire at the end and get by those two and get a good P2 tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely going to help you in points. We're not going to talk about there's nobody else. I think you should have the points lead tonight, right?
Well, no, I mean you still had a whole race on us. So.
Who, me? I'm a broadcaster. I don't know what
you're
talking about.
But you yeah, that Lucas Hoyt's my guy. He didn't show up this weekend.
Yeah.
And, he's still got a whole race lead.
The ego on that guy. He doesn't show up when he's got it locked up.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to make it interesting.
Yeah, it should be pretty fun next week. Where are we next week?
I wonder if they'll give him show-up points. I hope so.
I've heard they are. Oh, it's Homestead.
Yeah. Last season we ran Homestead. I was god-awful. So, I'll see what I can pull out of my hat.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the second place. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Well, it's Casey Graves taking home second. We'll avoid pulling Nick in. He's streaming something. So we'll wrap this show up. Go over our results really quickly. All right. Blake Giglio taking home the win. Casey Graves second. Nick Cooper third. Bradley Wilson fourth. Travis Martin fifth. Ryan Files sixth. Hayden Lowell seventh. Daniel Wellen eighth. Joel Munchell ninth. Ian Montrose in 10th. Cliff Mullins in 11th. Jeremy Scherer 12th. Zach Weisgood 13th. Jeff Price 14th. And Dave Hoytsma, our final finisher, in 15th. Thank you all for watching tonight. I'm Lucas Hoytsma. It's been a pleasure filling in for old DG Swiss. So make sure to tune in next week for the championship race. DG Swiss on Twitch and Sidewinder Racing Leagues here on YouTube. That's going to do it for me tonight. See you next week back on the regular scheduled broadcasting.